I'm Deborah G. I have been a real estate broker for over 20 years in New York City.
I'm Carol Cohen, and I also have been in the business a little over 20 years, and we have been a team for well over 10 years. When we started in the business, we sort of focused on the East Side. That was where we lived, and that was the area that we knew the best. But when everything started to change in terms of development and people were asking about new neighborhoods, we ventured into them, and I think now we probably spend as much, if not more, time downtown than we did originally on the Upper East Side.
I agree.
I think that what's interesting about coming into new neighborhoods is that you learn so much, because they all have their own little identity. And even in the last few years, with spending as much time downtown, every day or every week we find a street that we hadn't been on before where a developer is all of a sudden putting up a high-rise. And I think that's what makes it exciting, because there's always something new.
We basically are well known for being high-end brokers. We've always sold the very expensive properties. But to a certain degree it's a fallacy, although we do represent still a lot of very expensive properties and always have. We enjoy the studios, the one-bedrooms, the smaller properties, first-time buyers. You know, it's interesting to do it all because it makes your life more interesting, and that first-time buyer later becomes the high-end buyer. So you build a relationship starting in the beginning, and they stay with you if you've done a good job for them. We have really great, sort of a great intuitive sense and great instincts, because sometimes somebody describes something they want and what their needs are and how they want to live, and we sometimes show them something completely out of the box, not really fitting the parameters they've given us, and it turns out to be the correct thing. So sometimes you have to have that little extra sense of what somebody might find appealing, even though they may not know they'll find that appealing. We've built a client base of many, many repeat clients. That's the measure of your success in this business. You're meeting the two of us here today, but we have tremendous backup. We have other brokers, we have other office people, so we have a very, very deep team, so you get a lot. When you hire us, the apartment's going to be shown anytime it's available to be shown. It's not that I'm having lunch and I can't show it, which happens very often with brokers who work alone. If I'm on holiday, Carol's not. If she's on holiday, I'm not. So we've made it work in terms of a team that not only do we have a great team, but the client really has extraordinary coverage.
We're at it 24/7, and I think when people understand that, it gives them a very good level of security in working with us.
Whether it's a huge penthouse, incredibly expensive, or some little teeny studio that somebody's creatively done to make it really cozy and work for their needs, it's never boring. It's always interesting. It's always different. We've sold real estate here for over 20 years. We learn something and see something new every day, not every week, every day.